is Anna Odie, and for my 20% project, I decided to learn German. So to start off here, I have a little quote from Nelson Mandela. It says, "Without language, one cannot talk to people and understand them. One cannot share their hopes and aspirations, grasp their history, appreciate their poetry, or savor their songs." So I came up with the idea for my 20% project when my grandma came up to me and handed me a book. I flipped through the first few pages, and it was all written in German. And it was right after this project was assigned, so this was perfect timing. So I thought to myself for a minute, maybe I could use this in a few ways. I could try to learn German and make her proud. I could use it for the project, and I could further my communication skills. So I decided to do that. So here I have a picture of the book. It's called Ich bin das kleine Pony, which means I'm a little pony. Yes, it's a children's book, and it's by Amrei Fechner. Throughout my project, there are many things that were successful. I am most proud of translating the German national anthem, which is Das Deutschlandlied. The reason I'm proud of this is because during the project, I was just translating little bits of words and phrases that wouldn't really help much in the actual conversation. So this is the first real translation that I did that actually had a purpose. So I feel like if I actually went to Germany knowing the national anthem, they would be more proud of knowing that I did this rather than knowing that I can say I like dogs. However, throughout the project, there were also some things that I had trouble with. The primary challenges in my project were the pronunciation of words, remembering the correct translations, and surrounding myself with the language. The pronunciation became an obstacle because when I was trying to form sentences, I couldn't really say words properly, and it frustrated me. So there was a point where I had to drop everything and walk away so I could calm down. In order to make myself build back up and keep on going, I had to do that. Remembering the pronunciation was a problem because when I was trying to carry out a conversation with my grandmother, I started saying random things that didn't make sense. For example, when I was trying to ask her for help with the pronunciation, instead of saying "Kannst du mir helfen?", which means "Can you help me?", I accidentally said "Kann ich dir helfen?", which means "Can I help you?". In order to make sure that I could continue the project, I had to spend about 20 minutes focusing on just the word order in the sentence. Lastly, surrounding myself with the language is also a problem. In order to make sure that I would be able to properly continue learning German, I was told that immersion was the best option, but that wasn't easy considering most of my family was struggling with German just as much as I am. So in order to fix this, I had to spend a lot more time with my grandmother and talking to some of my friends that are actually in Germany. So here I have two videos. One is the incorrect and one is the correct pronunciation of the German form of project. So here's the incorrect pronunciation, if it loads.
Project.
And then here's the correct pronunciation.
Project.
So you can tell that there's a difference there between project and project. You don't really pronounce the J. I also had a few areas of significant weakness. These included interpreting slangs, finding material to help find the correct translation, and deciding what to do next. There were some nights when I decided it would be easiest to talk to some of my friends in Germany, but then they started to use slang and I just couldn't understand it. So I even talked to my grandmother about that, and because she left Germany so long ago, she didn't even understand that. I also had trouble finding material to help me learn German. That wasn't Google. For when my grandma couldn't help me out. Lastly, I had a great amount of struggle figuring out what to do next. I also wasted a lot of time not being able to decide, and if I still had the time, I would have been able to do more productive things, like learn more useful sentences. So here I have a slang kind of thing.
Nicht alle Tassen im Schrank haben directly translates to "Are all your cups in your cabinet?" But it basically means "Are you all together up there?"
Okay, so that was just a video of me saying a German phrase, and that it means do you have all your cups in your cabinet? But it doesn't mean do you have all your cups in your cabinet, it means are you all together up there? So then, from this project I learned many important things through the semester. what I felt was the most important aspect of the project was getting a kickstart to learn German, because even though this didn't really help me learn the language, I know this is going to solidify the fact that I want to continue learning German. So all this says is, do you speak German? In the end, I am extremely proud of the work that I did. However, if I were doing this project again next year, I would spend a lot of time translating common sentences or phrases that would actually be useful in Germany, not just simple words or animals or colors. And then here I have the charts that I did to help me translate. I have a chart for common words that I crossed out, and then a chart for common animals that I crossed out.